What a game. What a game. Just really thankful for the opportunity today to see the growth for our team. You know, we lost to Oklahoma and we were anxious to play another Power Five team. Thought that Howard gave us a great push, but this is a team a program that has been to the Final Four that we were able to beat today. So for me, no matter that they're not ranked, it was a big win for our program. I have tons of respect for Adia and her program, and I thought I was super proud of our team. They just really believed in the game plan that we just put in the wee hours of the night. We never play zone, and so, but my heart was like, we need to play zone. And so, and that is what our culture is about, the four ends: believe in, buy in, lock in, and be all in. And that's what you saw, a group of young women that said, Coach, this what you want, this is what we're gonna do. And they executed it beautifully.
All right, so coach, you would have scored them 25-11 in the third period, which is where you got your first lead. It was a different in two halves. Just tell me what was the difference with the team?
Well, that was the biggest team we have seen this season. And we were trying to play their game because that is our game, getting to the paint and creating fouls and whatnot. But they were so big and long that they were just dominating us. And so it kind of got us rattled. But again, like I said yesterday, our identity is defense. Luckily for that, we were able to keep them low scoring. Easily, they could have blown us out in the first half if we had allowed offense to be our identity. So when we went into halftime, I just told the team, y'all, it's only a 3 possession game. It's just 6 points. And we made adjustments to open up the floor for our team because they were so big. Usually, when someone's big laterally, they're not as good. And our zone held up that we just put in last night. And we were able to get the paint in the paint and create offense from our defense as well because they were missing in the zone and we were able to get out in transition.
She stole my question, but anyway. um, your defense, it really played a part in that second half. Do you think that's more of an identity of your team to really wear the team out in the first half and really push away in the second half?
Well, maybe I'm not sure yet, but Adia and I are known for our defense. You know, our programs historically have defended at a high level. And I mean, you saw it, it was a low scoring half. You know, not as entertaining, I guess, for people that want to see a lot of scoring, but that's when you meet two defensive minded coaches. And so but defense is our identity. And when we say we dictate and disrupt, that doesn't mean all the time pressure in the full court. Sometimes that means disrupting whatever it is they want to do offensively. And they were just pounding it inside, and we had no answer for it. And we have size, so we're able to take up a lot of the area with our zone. So maybe we may be a little bit of a zone team this year. Maybe we need to play with that some. You discover things in these tournaments, and yes, we did try to wear them out. As you can see, I played 10 people, you know, so we were trying to just get up and down the floor. I wanted to play more, but I wanted to keep size, so I kept the 3 post line up a lot because offensively we don't have to we don't it's positionless, so it didn't matter.
Coach, a little bit of a non-basketball question for you. Last year, you guys did the straw market fits. This year, you got the Bahari fits. Talk to me a little bit about the decision to promote Bahamian just being Bahamian.
I just have a respect for culture, period. You know, so no matter where we are, I would like to pay homage to the culture, but obviously the Bahamas. So yes, we supported the straw market vendors. And then this year, shout out to Nike for giving us permission because we're supposed to wear Nike. So obviously we love Nike. We wear their shoes, but the coordinator, Mike Egan, understood how important it was for me to represent for my country. And so this year we decided to go with Bahari And we've been getting compliments. So even if we didn't win, we would be the best dressed team.
So, coach, we would see statistically that for turnovers, you had 17 turnovers. Moving forward, what are you gonna do to curtail that?
Yeah, I must have mine says 15, but nevertheless, that's still bad, right? That's just playing. That's just experience, That's fighting through fatigue. That's understanding what we need to do when we need to do it. That's being more patient in in pressure situations. And I thought in the clutch moments we took care of the ball. How about that move with Marquisha? She almost lost it, threw it behind the back. We see her do that every practice. So we knew she was getting ready to do something crazy with it, And that's why we were so excited for that. It's just continuing to play with each other and getting experience playing with each other. Like I said, we want to play our best basketball in March, but starting in January because that's conference play, and to us, that's what matters the most.
And also, we would have seen that KK was hustling.
Yeah.
She hustled for basically the entire game. Talk to us about that and how you got her going, especially towards the end.
KK was really disappointed in her play yesterday. KK is relentless. She got into yesterday she was in the gym at 7 a.m. getting up shots. You know what I'm saying? And so this is someone who's committed to helping her team win. KK could have stayed where she was. She came to Ole Miss because she wants to end a note on being a winner. This is someone that shot a better 3-point percentage than anybody on our team. This is someone that has had 30-point games versus LSU last year. Like, it's not about how many points for KK. It's about winning. And she just really wants to do that for the team. She loves this group. She wants to be coached by me. And although I have about 10 gray hairs because of her, I'm appreciative for her being the type of person that she is, that is totally about the team.
Incredible game, Coach
Thank
Yo.
you.
Whatever you said in that locker room, it worked. They came on the court really, really focused. And I want to know for the championship game tomorrow that you guys will play in, what words would you have to say to the Bahamians out there to get them to battle for Atlantis?
The Bahamas is a small country, right? And every time we're always doing something special. And I just want to say that to the Bahamian people, like, it's not enough to like my stuff on social media, to, jump on board when we get to the Sweet 16. I could have gone a lot of places. I just want to give a shout out to my administration because this is back to back in the Bahamas, right? There are tournaments in the Virgin Islands. There are tournaments in Puerto Rico. There are tournaments in the United States. And I chose, and my administration backed me, to bring my team back to the 242. We need people in the gym tomorrow, just like y'all was there for Buddy Hield. I know I don't make the shots. I know I don't make the passes, but nobody reps the 242 harder than me consistently every single day. So you come out, because if it's my team, it's your team. Make the sacrifice. Come on out and help will us to a championship. Thank you for that. Oh, sure. Me and
Coach,
Sheldon go way back.
You know what I go. Championship game battle for Atlantis. What would a win do for your program to win this title? Yeah.
My God, it'd be huge. It'd be huge for our program. I don't know who's going to win this game, but whoever it is, it'll be a quality opponent. Okay, it'll continue to help our numbers in the net. It would give our team something to be proud of. When we lost that game to Oklahoma, that was a big blow. It was a big blow because, the expectations were high. Obviously, they had us 12. And then after one loss, they dropped us 11 spots. The disrespect, in my opinion. Nobody else got dropped 11 spots like us. So my team was hurt about that. And I was hurt about it. And we like to win. So we want to win a championship. That is something as a staff we promise our players. And that's something as a team I know Team 49 really, really wants. For sure. Yes.
Congrats. If you have
Thank
a
you.
moment for one more,
Yes.
congrats on the win. And coach's first time seeing your team, it seems like all five can attack and get to the rim. And just how critical is the length, the size, the versatility of your team?
Huge. I mean, I thought Arizona had us, I mean, it was evident they were bigger than us, right? And so when you go into a fight, you can't go with the same game plan that you had for Howard because we were bigger than Howard. So we were able to be more aggressive. We still beat them on the glass. The Southeastern Conference is full of athletic, talented young people. You know, that is our reputation. I really wish we could shoot a little bit better. I promise you we don't shoot this bad. So I'm gonna blame it on the ballroom. Or the Kungsa, I don't know. But nevertheless, our group is special because we're mobile. So, you know, usually when you see big teams, they can't move. But my team has size and length and is athletic. We may not have the girth, but we can jump into you. We could get into your chest. That's how, look at the huge rebounds in the last 4 minutes. My guards was in there. He's snatching those rebounds. But those are the same guards that can grab the rim, you know, with 2 hands. So we're athletic. That is the reputation and identity of the Southeastern Conference. And I'm just glad, you know, the SEC, the Pac-12 has been whooping our butts. So this win was not only for us, it was for the Southeastern Conference today. Thank y'all.